congratulations for your great success in GATE 2020. At first, I want to congratulate you for your great success in GATE exam, for scoring very high score in GATE 2020. That's why you got chance in Patna IIT. And today, we want to hear something from you, your experience, how was your journey and how you are enjoying your current scenario. So let's start. So at first,
thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind words, and I would definitely like to share my experience with all the upcoming batches.
At first, tell me something about yourself.
Sir, I had completed my BTech recently in 2020. I had joined in the year 2016 in SMIT under Techno India Group, and my branch in BTech was Computer Science and Engineering. And right now, at present, I am pursuing my Masters in Mathematics and Computing in IIT Patna.
Okay, thank you. Next, tell me, what was the date of GATE 2020 and when the result was announced in 2020?
So generally the GATE examination takes place in the month of February, probably in the first week, and same thing happened in 2020. The GATE exam, especially for computer science, was scheduled to be on 8th February and the afternoon slot. We had only one slot this year. Actually, the number of slot depends upon the participating students. If the candidates are very much, then they prefer 2 slots. But this year we had only one slot, and my slot was from 2:30 p.m. to 5:30.
Okay, thank you. Now I want to know from you, what was the GATE 2020 pattern of Computer Science and Engineering exam? If you share something.
My performance in GATE.
No, I am asking the pattern of GATE exam in 2020. How was the pattern of 2020 in Computer Science and Engineering?
Yes, basically, before we start preparing for any competitive examination, we should be well aware of the pattern of the examination. Basically, what is the pattern that the examination is following. So, likewise, what I have done before starting the preparation is I had done the thorough study of the GATE pattern. So, as usual, there were 65 questions in the GATE examinations, 35 questions of 2 marks each, which accounts to 35 into 2 equal to 70 marks, and 30 questions of 1 mark each, which is equal to 30. So basically 70 plus 30 equal to 100 marks. So paper was of 100 marks. We had total 65 questions, 35 2 marks question and 30 1 mark question. Now all the subjects which are present in the GATE syllabus, the number of questions of each subject is distributed among these only.
Now, please share your performance. How was your performance in GATE 2020?
So GATE 2020, basically this was my first attempt in the GATE examinations, and I have qualified GATE with a percentile of 98.04, and my all India rank was 1097.
Okay, now if you share, after announcement of the result, how was your procedure of application for getting chance in taking different IITs?
Yes, basically once the GATE examination is over, you get a time of about 1 month, and like our examination was scheduled on 8th February, and just after 1 month, on 18th March we received the soft copy of the scorecard, but the result was declared on 13th March only. So 8th February is the examination, and 13th March we received the GATE result, and the official scorecard was released on 18th March.
Okay.
And once you receive the scorecard,
Okay.
now basically we have to plan for applying for our higher studies. So there are two processes. If you want to apply for MTech in IITs, then we have a separate portal for that. The portal is a COAP, that is Common Offer Acceptance Portal. And if you are interested in applying for masters in NITs or triple ITs, then we have a separate portal for that, and that portal is CCMT,
Okay.
Centralized Counseling for MTech admissions. So the difference between the two is, if you want to apply for IITs, you have to apply in the COAP portal, and for the NITs and triple ITs, we have to apply in the CCMT portal.
Okay.
Now, the advantage in applying in the COAP, we can't say advantage, but a positive point is you don't have to pay any fees or amount while you are applying in the COAP, that is Common Offer Acceptance Portal. But if you are applying in the CCMD, you have to pay a registration fees, just like the registration fees we used to pay in the West Bengal Joint Examinations or JEE Mains for the counselling. So for doing the counselling in CCMT, you have to pay an amount which is 2,000 rupees. And for COAP, you just have to register yourself for the counselling. COAP is a Common Offer Acceptance Portal. Here what we are doing is we basically enter our details, our academic details, our performance in the GATE, and then once you have registered on COAP, we basically have to visit the individual websites of every IITs in which I want to apply. So if you want to apply in whatever IITs we want to apply, basically we visit the website, and from there we do we just fill the form of application in the MTech. So in my case, I had chosen 6 to 7 IITs, and I had filled up the form. And it is in this case, now when you are going to fill the form in the website of the IITs, that time we have to pay amount for submitting the form. So for each specialization there is a separate amount. For example, suppose computer science at IIT Patna. So the admission form was about 300 rupees per branch. Now it depends. If you want to apply for IIT Kanpur, then the admission form cost may vary. For some IITs the cost is 800 rupees for applying. You have to pay some amount. Yes.
Okay. So after applying in different IITs, when did you get your
Yes.
selection result? That's where you did selected. How do you know about this?
So basically, GATE examination was over, and now the curiosity increases, because after you come back after giving the GATE examinations, now you are very curious for the results. And once the result is declared, you become more curious knowing about the counseling process. What is the result of the counseling? So this year basically there was a delay in the counseling process because the situations were not favorable. So 13th March the GATE result were declared, and 18th March the scorecard was released, and within a week basically we started getting an idea about the timetable of the counseling. So yeah, so COAP basically, if I can refer, yeah, so in the month of June, basically in the month of June the counseling process became very active, but before June only, probably in the month of April, we have to register ourselves in the different portals. If you want to apply in the IITs, then we have to register there. If you want to apply in the NITs, then we have to register in the CCMD portal. And once I had registered, then I received my offer first from COAP only. That was IIT Patna. Now the system is that once you have applied in the different portals like CCMT for admission in NITs or triple ITs, and COAP for admission in IITs, then multiple rounds are conducted, we will be made aware about the timetable that the result will be declared on which date, and accordingly we have to visit the portal to see the result.
Okay.
So IIT Patna, basically I received my first offer from the IITs, two IITs in the third round. So I had to wait till second round.
Okay.
First round COAP, second round COP I had waited, and in the third round I received two offers at the same time. One offer was from IIT Patna Mathematics and Computing, and another offer was from IIT Jodhpur Cyber Physical Systems.
Okay.
So this was my offer which I received in the third round for the first time.
Okay.
And CCMT result was declared late. So in the first round of CCMT I received IIT Allahabad Information Technology.
Okay.
So yeah, so before receiving IIT Allahabad, I had already received IIT Patna, and now once you receive an offer,
Okay.
so we have to be very careful in following the process. Basically, there are multiple options. Either you want to hold and try to update, or you want to reject the offer, or you want to accept and freeze. So we must be very careful while dealing with these things.
Okay.
And all the information related to this are given in the brochure.
Okay.
So we must study that brochure very properly.
Okay.
I had done the same thing. I had studied them carefully. I had discussed with my friends regarding this. And accordingly, I had selected IIT Patna and was waiting for an updation so that I can get in another colleges too. And yes, I had received IIT Bhubaneswar, but I was in the waiting list in IIT Bhubaneswar.
Okay.
My waiting number was 21. So I was in the 21st number in the IIT Bhubaneswar. So meanwhile, I had selected IIT Patna and was waiting that if there is a chance, then I would switch to IIT Bhubaneswar also.
Okay.
But the problem is that you can hold any offer only two times,
Okay. Okay.
only in two rounds. So the first round, so third round I holded the offer. Fourth round also I holded the offer. So in fifth round now I cannot hold IIT Patna anymore. You have to accept it, either accept or with IIT Patna.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing the details of this admission procedure, because I think this will help the junior students very much.
Yes, I do
Now,
definitely. So,
okay. Now the very important question is,
yes, sir.
tell me something about your preparation. That's from where you started your preparation and how was your preparation for getting a very good score in GATE. If you share it,
Yes, sir.
it will be very okay. Please share.
Definitely, this was a question that every GATE aspirant are asked for all those who have succeeded in the preparation. And there was a time when even I used to inquire about this, that how should we study, what to study, where to study. These questions comes in our mind. So basically, considering the GATE examination, I had made up my mind for appearing for GATE right after taking admission in the college.
Okay, very good.
So that is in the first year itself, I had made up my mind that I will be sitting for GATE.
Okay.
Yeah. So from the first year itself, I had made up my mind that I will be dedicating my studies towards GATE only. So first year I basically focused on getting ideas about what is actually GATE, what is the pattern, what are the procedure to study for GATE. So I used to refer many blogs.
Okay.
I used to refer many YouTube videos. I used to see the interviews of toppers, and those actually gave me a guidance that yes, that is possible. It is possible to sit for GATE. There are lots of opportunities when you are studying in one of the prestigious institutes in the country, and these things had inspired me. And so I had made up my mind that I will be sitting for GATE only. And yes, there is a conflict whenever we are doing engineering, that after BTech should we sit for GATE or we should go for placement.
Okay.
So it was very clear in my mind that I will be sitting for GATE only. So yes, it was a very strong decision, and yes, risk also. There was a risk, but yes, nothing can be achieved unless you have confidence on yourself and you take risk. So yes, it was my decision that I will be sitting for GATE only, and so I started my preparation from first year only, but the main preparation started from second year. Second year, I knew that I needed some sort of guidance because in my background there was no one who had appeared for GATE, and so I was looking for a guidance so that I can actually focus my studies. I can give direction to my preparation. So I decided that I will be enrolling myself in GATE Forum, which is in Kolkata, not Venue. So I just went there in the starting of his second semester only. And I remember 7th January. 7th January, basically just after the vacation, I reached GATE Forum, and they say that second year first sem is quite early. Second year second sem is perfect because second year second sem we have some subjects in the semesters that will help you to prepare for GATE also. And second year first sem could be little early, so don't worry, you can come in second year second sem. So accordingly, second year second sem I joined GATE Forum, and I dedicated my entire 2 years in preparing for GATE only, and I am really thankful to the college faculties also for cooperating with me in the process. And of course the GATE Forum faculty also. So I started my preparation from GATE Forum, and 2 years I had given a dedicated preparation. And yes, there should be proper planning while you are preparing for GATE. So I can discuss it, sir.
Okay. So
Now coming to the how to prepare for GATE examination. Basically, my idea was that I had discussed with few seniors, and the advice that I received, and I am really thankful to him. That advice was that GATE is basically, so only preparing theory is not enough. What you need to do is, parallelly with theory, you also have to solve more and more problems. The more problems you solve, I kept that perception in my mind that I have to solve more and more problems. So once I started my preparation in GATE Forum, so I just planned my studies that how will I approach the examination. So first thing that we should do is we should study the syllabus thoroughly. So the syllabus can be downloaded from the GATE website only. So every year the syllabus is provided along with the brochure that the conducting body releases, and so likewise I just downloaded the syllabus and I just went through the syllabus that what are the topics that we must be thorough with while we are preparing for the GATE examination. So what I found is I made my mind that I will be focusing on 5 to 6 subjects out of 10 subjects, and I have to build a command on them, because if you look at the syllabus, especially for computer science, then we have 5 subjects solving which we can cross easily 50 marks. But you have to be really very confident in dealing with those subjects. So the 5 subjects which I personally choose was programming and data structures, algorithms. So programming and data structures were of 15 marks. Algorithm was about 8 marks. So 15 plus 8 gives 23. Now operating system, DBMS and computer networks, 9 marks each on an average. So 23 plus 27. So this gives 50 marks here only. Now if we look at the mathematics part, so mathematics basically it is of 15 marks. So 7 plus 8, like 7 marks from engineering mathematics, 8 from discrete mathematics. So fine. So these subjects I had built up my mind that I will be making more and more command on them. So the more score you target, the more safe you will be. Suppose if my target was of scoring 70 plus, that was my target basically, that I have to solve 70 plus. Now you don't have to target 100 marks. that is not actually practical, also not feasible also.
Okay.
To prepare smart, I had targeted scoring 70 plus. That was my target, because once you score 70 plus, then you are in a safe zone. That yes, you can definitely get into a good institution.
Okay.
That was my target of scoring 70 plus, and I had just dedicated my entire preparation in preparing these subjects very well. So as I said, programming and data structures, algorithms, discrete math, engineering mathematics,
Okay.
operating system, DBMS, computer networks,
Okay.
and aptitude, that is 15 marks. That gives you an external profit, because aptitude level is moderate, and if you are very thorough with the concept, then you can solve aptitude very easily. That will help you in giving 15 additional marks.
Okay.
So this was my strategy. So accordingly, I just downloaded the syllabus. I had the syllabus in my hand.
Okay.
Whenever I used to study the subject, I used to see that whether after successfully completing the subject, I am completing the topic mentioned in the syllabus or not. So likewise, 2 years of rigorous process,
Okay.
I started on, as I said, that I started my preparation on January.
Okay.
Right? So January 2018. Yes, January 2018, I had started my preparation.
Okay.
And 2019 August, in the month of August, the syllabus were completed. Means all the subjects,
Okay.
that were 10 subjects, the syllabus were completely completed.
Okay.
And once the syllabus is completed, now most of us have an idea that I will be starting solving the problems after completing the syllabus only.
Okay.
So this should be strictly prohibited. We should not follow this approach.
Okay.
Problem solving should be conducted or should be done parallelly along with the syllabus. Like the topic which I studied today, once the topic is completed, I will be trying to solve the problems related to the topic simultaneously.
Okay.
It should not be the idea that once I complete the entire data structure theory part, then I will start with the problem solving. That is never a goal.
Okay.
That is required the most. Second important thing is revision. Revision should be very regular.
Okay.
So I had just distributed my entire weekdays, like Monday to Sunday. These 7 days I had splitted the routine. I had devoted every day for a specific subject, and each day was further splitted into 3 slots: morning slot, afternoon slot, and evening slot. So I had made up my mind that out of these 3 slots in a day, 1 slot should be kept for revision only. That is, whatever concepts I have learned, I will be basically solving those problems only, nothing new. And the new items should be discussed in the morning slot and the afternoon slot.
Okay.
So this was my entire plan for preparing the topics. Another important thing that really helped me in my preparation is, as I said, that problem solving is really very important. So once you start solving problems, you will become addicted to it.
Okay.
So once I started solving the problems, I completed all the problems in my GATE study material,
Okay.
following which I completed all the previous year's questions.
Okay.
So I was really thorough with them, the previous year's questions, along with the GATE material that was provided by the coaching institute.
Okay.
And I was in search of more and more problems. So what can be done? So
Okay.
I used GradeUp for this purpose. GradeUp is an online platform, and yes, the main advantage of GradeUp in my preparation was that many students are preparing all over the India for this competitive examination, and GradeUp gives you a good platform, because all students from different parts of the country are in GradeUp. They are using GradeUp for their preparation, and they used to post their doubts in the doubt section, that I'm having a problem with this problem, what is the correct solution.
Okay.
So what I used to do is I used to solve their doubt. So what I used to do is I started solving the questions which they had posted, and I used to give them the answer. And I really felt very confident in helping them, because I was doing something positive, because not everyone can afford coaching and many people are having lack of guidance. So in this way I started solving all the doubt questions in the GradeUp, and it really gives you very good confidence when you see that number of followers increases on the GradeUp, because from 1 to I just got 1500 plus 1400 plus followers in my GradeUp profile, because I was really helping them with their doubts. So second thing is that I decided to connect all the students who are preparing from different parts of the country by sharing my WhatsApp group link. So I created a WhatsApp group
Okay.
and that WhatsApp group was completely focused for preparing GATE examination only.
Okay.
So I started this initiative. I just shared the link in the GitHub profile, and I requested that all those who are interested in preparing can join my group,
Okay.
and you can post any questions you want, any questions from any subject.
Okay.
Because I was really confident of solving the problem. Because the more problem I used to solve, I used to get a positive vibration within me that yes, definitely I can do it.
Okay.
So yes, I started my journey, and the entire WhatsApp group was full,
Okay.
and I really feel very proud to share this that 15 plus members from my WhatsApp group
Okay.
have helped each other throughout the preparation. And yes, one of my friend has cracked IISc Bangalore, and he is in Indian Institute of Science Bangalore.
Okay.
His all India rank was 80.
Okay.
Few of them are in NIT Trichy, NIT Warangal, IIT Bombay, and IIT Delhi also. And some people who have cracked it, but they did not take admission this time because they are preparing for placement. IIT Jodhpur, IIT Patna myself, and yes, NIT Durgapur. So it gives me immense pleasure that yes, our initiative has helped directly or indirectly to so many people. And I myself got many help from this WhatsApp group, because whenever I used to have some doubt,
Okay.
what I used to do is I used to ask my faculties in the coaching institute.
Okay.
So what happens is their schedule is really hectic, and they will not be able to give much time in your doubt,
Okay.
because they also have their schedule.
Mm.
So this is why I came up with an idea of creating a WhatsApp group,
Okay.
and my WhatsApp group was active till 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning. So people used to post their doubts. We used to have lots of fun in the group, and yes, now really we have a good group of friends, and we are doing really well.
Your sound.
So this is how I used social media for a positive note. And once you have WhatsApp group, whenever I used to be free, I used to just scroll through the news feed. I used to see the questions they have posted, and slowly and gradually, within 2 months, I developed a good confidence that I used to just see the question, and I used to decide that okay, this is the problem, and this is how you have to solve it. So I really enjoyed the process, and I think this GATE preparation process, these 2 years are the most memorable day of my life, because it actually taught me to how to study well, how to study in a smarter way. So these things I learned a lot in this preparation, and that's also.
Okay. Very good.
So am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So it's really a very, very nice experience. Okay. Whatever you talk about your preparation in the GATE exam, I think.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are able. So we are really
Yes, sir,
thankful for
definitely.
sharing your so important experience in this preparation. I think this experience will help many students in future also. So thank you for your details discussion of your preparation. Now the last question: what is your suggestion to
Yes, sir.
your juniors?
Suggestion, sir, I would like to. So basically, one important suggestion I would like to give all the upcoming batchmates, that upcoming batches, that see, we have to sacrifice something in life for achieving something. So like 2016 to 2020 was my BTech journey at SMIT, but I had a very clear objective that I have to clear GATE. I would really like to give. Yes, sir.
Yes,
So as far as the advice is concerned, one important suggestion I would like to give to all the upcoming batches years is towards achieving something good in life. Yes, 4 years of engineering life, you can have lots of fun with your friends. It's good, it's acceptable, but at the same time, we should ensure that we are doing something good at the other hand also. So, like I had my BTech journey from 2016 to 2020, and as I said, I had made up my mind to to appear for the GATE examination, and to all those who will be residing in the Saurabh Bhavan hostel, room number 308. I had really had a very memorable journey in that particular room because it is in that room where I started the preparation.
Okay.
And in my room number 308 in the Saurabh Bhavan, if you just enter my room, you find that above my study table, with a sellotape, I had written IIT. IIT. It was just in front of my bed, and I had written IIT there with a sellotape. And the reason why I wrote it because every morning I used to give an affirmation that yes, I can do this. This is my dream, and this morning is dedicated to this dream only. So I think it really worked because if your motivation is in front of you, then yes, you can achieve anything in life. Yes, what I missed in the preparation, see, nothing can be achieved without sacrificing something, right? So right now, wherever I am, I'm really thankful to all those who helped me in my preparation. But the sacrifice that I made here is basically I was not able to give time to my friends, right? I was really not able to give time to my friends, be it hostel or in the college. I was not able to give time to my friends. I was not able to participate much in the events. Till first year I used to do, but after the first year, from the second sem, once I started my preparation, my entire focus was on GATE only, and I was not able to participate much. But it was not that I was isolated from them. I really had a healthy relationship with each and every friends in my college, in my batchmates, and I really had a lot of fun with them whenever I used to meet them. But yes, the goal in the mind should be clear that what you have to do. And yes, the main point is once you have started your journey, especially for computer science batches, what I would like to suggest is be very thorough with the GATE syllabus, right? Even if you are not appearing for a GATE examination, even if you don't have any interest for pursuing masters, always keep in mind that you have to study the subject keeping GATE examination in mind, right? So what we need to do is we have to be very deliver understanding of the concepts really helps you. And it was because of this only that I had appeared for one company dedicated towards placement. But yes, as I had already completed my GATE syllabus, so I decided to sit for one company, and that was Informatica. I appeared for the placements. I had qualified 3 to 4 rounds. In the final round, which was a technical round basically, so I just was not able to clear that round because I need to prepare more on the algorithms, right? So I was not able to clear the 4th round. Till 4th round, I had just qualified. I had cleared all the rounds. But in the 4th round, what they basically focused on was algorithms, and I was preparing the algorithm at that stage, right? I was not so much confident with the algorithms, so I was not able to make that. And yes, sometimes you feel bad when you are not able to make so, right? So never mind. I just said myself that okay, no worries. There is something great waiting for you. So just go on with your preparation. And yes, I started preparing algorithms also, and finally I just cracked GATE. And yes, there are certain situations in life that is not favorable, but we should always think that there is something big waiting for us. But something big will not wait for you if you are not giving efforts, right? So if you have to give your 100%, and then you can say that okay, something big is waiting for me. So until and unless you give your dedication, you make sacrifices, we can't expect anything good in our life. And as far as computer science is concerned, right now my experience in IIT is that students here are really very much focused. The environment, this is the same environment which I always desired of, right? And I'm getting this environment right now. People are more assignment oriented. That means that apart from theoretical knowledge, what you have to do is you have to implement them in the practical world. So the students, if we just go through the profile of each and every student here at IIT, so they have maintained a very decent and a strong profile, be it competitive coding or participating on hackathon contests, or submitting projects, submitting IEEE research papers, anything. So they are really very active because they have an interest and passion towards the subject. So at our stage, what we can basically do is be very strong with whatever subjects we are studying. Along with it, we should be aware of what is actually going on in the industry, what is going on in the current market, like artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, data mining. If you are learning these concepts, this will give you upper hand even if you are even if you are preparing for placement, right? So this is the suggestion that I would like to give to all the upcoming juniors, that don't lose hope, right? There is something good waiting for you, but something good waits for only those who is actually dedicating himself, right, towards the process. Until and unless you dedicate yourself towards the process, you cannot say that something good is waiting for me. So be honest with yourself, because I was really very honest with my preparation and especially my daily routine, because whenever I used to study less because of some reasons, because of some assignments or some involvement in some events, if I was not able to complete my daily course, then there was a regret inside me that I just wasted this day. So until and unless that regret comes in our mind, we will not be able to do anything. So pressure comes with regret. To be honest with your preparation, once you are honest with your preparation, you will be feeling pressurized when you are, just not doing anything according to your routine. That should come in your mind, and then things will take place gradually. You don't have to worry much. Just be honest. Whatever you do, be honest, and just be helpful with others also. Try to share your knowledge as much as possible, because it was through knowledge sharing only that I really built a good confidence through the GATE group, right? As I said, that I used to solve more and more problems, and we used to exchange ideas. And this is a very good way of preparing for any competitive examination, right? So at your college, I would really suggest you to prepare for GATE, right? At least give an attempt, because if you are cracking this competitive examination, this gives you a good identity that yes, at least you have done your BTech well and you are thorough with the concepts related to that examination. So all the best to all the upcoming batchmates.
So now I would like to ask you, this kind of coaching, getting in touch with the coaching centers is how much important? If anybody, is it possible to preparing for GATE without admitting in any GATE coaching centers?
Sure. I can understand that most of us are actually not financially strong to afford the coaching, and it was same in my case also. I was not financially strong to support my coaching, but yes, the day I went to get enrolled in the coaching institute, to be honest, I really was not able to pay their fees, because they had asked me something about 15,000 in advance, and I was not able to give them 10,000. So they had asked me 15,000, but I was able to give only 10,000. And yes, my friend Atul, he had given me 5,000. And yes, so I just took a risk that okay, come on, no worries, let's proceed. So because an important lesson that I learned in my life, after class 12, the same situation had occurred with me, where I had compromised my education quality, right? Because at the same time, in class 12 also, I had a mindset that I will be preparing very in a proper order for the IIT JEE examination. But somewhere, since the conditions were not favorable, I couldn't afford the preparation. And I just compromised that okay, I will not do coaching, I will do by self only. And yes, I did by myself, but yes, somewhere because of lack of guidance, we were not able to perform well. So I took a lesson from that point, that we should not compromise in life as far as education is concerned, right? So at the same time, I decided, okay, whatever be the problem, I will go ahead and try to manage the things, okay. So I just, I got cooperation from the coaching institute also. They cooperated with me, and yes, I successfully completed my study there. And as far as coaching is concerned, see, if you have a good guidance, if you have a proper guidance, then coaching is not really necessary, right? People say that things can be done without coaching also. But my honest feedback is, try to enroll in a coaching institute to be disciplined, because if you have enrolled yourself in a coaching institute, what happens is your study becomes organized in the sense that you are aware that okay, 50 hours for this specific subject, and this specific subject will be completed by the coaching faculty.
Okay.
And they also discuss some concepts, right, that you have to stick to them. Some unnecessary topics that are involved which are not important for GATE, they basically eliminate them.
Okay.
Now if a student who is not receiving any guidance from a person who is an expert in this field or who has cracked this examination,
Okay.
what happens is he will be lost in the vast stretch of the subject, because the subject is very huge and he may be lost, and his interest will be lost. So in order to be very specific, a guidance is necessary. And if you have a good guidance at your home or a friend or senior, then it's good. If you don't have any guidance, then try to at least enroll yourself in a coaching, not to be completely dependent on them. I was not completely dependent on my coaching institute, because I knew that I had to solve myself also. So I received guidance from them. Whatever topics they taught, I used to study them, as well as apart from the topics which they taught, I used to Google them, or I used to look through some reference book if the topic was not clear to me, or if I need some more clarity on the subject. So coaching helped me by giving a direction to my preparation. And after all, it is your own hard work, because until and unless you work hard, even if you study in one of the best institutes of the country, you will not be able to crack the examination. So use coaching only to give direction to your preparation, right? Just give direction to your preparation so that you can actually understand that what are the things we have to study, how to study, what to study, and very important, why to study. So if the answers to these points are clear, then basically you can do well in the exam.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Atul, for sharing your so details experience of your preparation. I think whatever you shared with me, it's really valuable to any BTech student,
Yes, sir.
whether they are computer science or any other stream. Basically, those who are looking forward for their higher studies, I think if they follow this kind of procedure, it really will be very helpful to them. So finally, I wish your very prosperous future, and I think
Thank you.
you will be again very successful in IIT from IIT also, and I wish you a very well career ahead. Okay, thank you, okay.